I dislike Will right now. I think the first 2 seasons he did a great job, but ever since, he's just a white man in a bowl cut, averaging a couple neck rubs and a heartfelt speech per season. It just feels like the writers don't know what to do with him since he re-entered the main cast. Like, his main story arc is centered around his struggles reintegrating into the group and realizing he likes Mike. And this makes sense because he's been gone, but when we switch back to the main plotline, he feels pretty much non-existent. Except for when he touches his neck and says, oh, he's here. Yeah, no shit, man! And because of that, his story arc feels super disconnected. That being said, I have very high expectations for Will in this upcoming season. I'm curious to see how they'll resolve his emotional arc, and as the main person with a connection to the Upside Down and Vecna, I feel like he should be doing more. Like, might as well give him fireballs at this point, and I don't care about this man. Now, Joyce? She's carrying the fuck out of the Byers family right now. She just got so many achievements, and of course she had help, but she very much feels like the leading force for all of those achievements. There are pretty much 2 qualities that really stand out for me for Joyce. The first being her intuition. She truly has a woman's intuition. She's trying to figure something out. You best be helping because she's onto something. There's just too many times where she's right and Hopper's like, damn, you are crazy. Man, just listen to her the first time. Magnets dropping, my son's not dead. Her other quality is her persistence. That makes you feel like anything she sets her mind to, she's getting it done. Oh, my son's in some new dimension? He's saved. Oh, he's infected by a scary monster? You've been extracted. No, Mom. No, Mom. You're hurting him. Man, shut the fuck up, Jonathan. For Joyce, kind of the same expectations for this next season. I want her to be the unstoppable force that she is, and I hope she does not die. This man is the greatest of all time in the Stranger Things universe. He just has too many awards and accolades. He's cocky, but it's warranted. He discovers compasses lead to gates. He correctly hypothesizes gates are at every location of death. He infiltrates a Russian base, burns a hole in the ground, and then tases the doctor to drag his drugged friends out of there. When the enemies are wondering who it is, Dustin's name is given. His resume at 15 is ridiculous. And his girl is Mrs. Efficiency. In her 15 minutes of total screen time, she sang a song, saved the world, and geolocated a top secret lab. This couple is like Wagyu steak and tomato and eggs. My one beef with Dustin is he did not care that Muse died. I got 2 cats, and I would have been bawling. And I'm not even someone that's known to cry. Man, but Dustin, man, super high expectations for this man going into his final season. All I can expect are great things. Everyone loves Steve. I love Steve. You love Steve. We meet him as the popular kid, but even across season 1, we see him changing because of Nancy. His arc really shows that people you hang around truly matters. And then he befriends Dustin and becomes the perpetual babysitter. This guy is always in the middle of doing some reckless thing, but someone's got to do it, and he feels like old reliable. I know there's a lot of speculation about Steve dying this season, but put all that negativity onto Jonathan, because no, I'm not having that. I'm trying to see Steve and Nancy in the end. Robin's introduced in season 3, and I feel like every season she's been in, she's discovered something really important. She decodes the Russian code and solves the riddle itself, and her assumption about Victor Creel's behavior at the end of their conversation leads to them saving Max through running up that hill. I think she's really solidified herself as a big piece in the lineup. 11 is 21 and married now. And apparently, with great power comes great sacrifice, because her speak is limited to fragments like friends don't lie and you are like Papa still. You can try to make the excuse that, she wasn't educated at a young age, but why was everyone else in Hawkins' lab able to speak perfect English? Besides that, she's extremely food motivated, and the show would probably be over if she knew she'd get Eggos for defeating Vecna. It's crazy that 11 is single-handedly carrying Eggos in real life. All jokes aside, 11 is probably the most important character in the whole show. She does have great responsibility, being the only person able to directly combat the creatures from the Upside Down, and being able to locate people by thought. Expectations-wise, that's the main carry. And I'm excited to see her talk to Vecna more and battle him in person this time, because this shit is personal. For her, not me. This man needs to listen to Joyce more. Though I like that Hopper is really open-minded about crazy things. And he definitely carries out his work in a super reckless fashion to discover what's needed. He's also really intuitive, connecting things like Will's drawings to the vines, the motorcycle to the mare, and it's really nice to see he gets a second chance with a daughter in 11. And I hope we can see their relationship develop a little bit more since they were separate for so long. Other than that, he is the only human to go 1v1 a Demogorgon and come out on top. His experience, battle IQ, and intuition are like top notch. And this team comp needs that. Dun 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 dun. Let's talk about Max. She is the center of what I think is the best season and probably the best scene in the whole show. Unfortunately, she's in a coma now, but I feel like it's been teased that she's going to come back at some point. I don't know if she'll have her eyes back, but I think it would be really nice to see her help defeat Vecna, because I think it's the most personal for her and 11, and it would be really cool to see her get revenge for herself and Billy. Maybe she pulls a Tao Beifong. Lucas really just didn't do much the first 3 seasons, but since Max was the focus of season 4, I feel like he really got a spotlight and really did a lot. In season 4, he hijacked the whole basketball team's search. He 1v1 Jason and was honestly probably the greatest support for Max ever when she got cursed. Season 4, Lucas showed he was that guy, and I want him to continue being that guy. How was a child born with this much sass? Like, she genuinely makes me wonder what her parents are like. Anyways, Erica definitely had her MVP moment already, getting Steve, Dustin, and Robin into the Russian base, but beyond that, she's definitely just there to be hella funny. I don't really expect her to have that much screen time in this next season, but, you know, it's nice to see her take kind of a support-oriented role and some one-liners. This is Nancy early season 1. This is Nancy end of season 4. She is Brain and Brawn, or more like Grain and bang. And like Joyce, her investigations always lead to something. And out of the kids, I feel like she's the main fighter. We have not seen this woman miss a shot. In this next season, she's going to blast the shit out of Vecna for Barb. Mike really just serves as the main support system for 11, but he also takes a lot of action upon discovering things like telling Joyce to tranquil and hide him in a room. Mike kind of falls into the background when the story stops solely focusing on him for me. So I kind of think that the expectation for him is to continue to support 11. That's all I got. Bye.